Hello, my name is Patrick Bumbi. This is the SWE 590. Um, this is this presentation covers my Capstone uh, project, the patient management system. I will walk through the systems architecture, design model, implementation, demonstration, screen, and final evaluation. The goal is to show how the project meets its original requirement and demonstrates professional software engineering practice. Architecture overview. Uh, Here, we will be looking at a high-level system structure, secured service communication, scalability design. So this section focuses on the overall architecture of the patient management system. I will explain how the system is structured, how requests flow through it, and how the architecture supports security, scalability, and reliability while reflecting real clinical workflow. Let's take a look at the integrated system architecture. This diagram shows how the web client, the API, gateway, and the back-end services interact in a secure, containerized environment. Here, let's look at the logical system flow diagram. This flow illustrates how user requests move through authentications, uh, scheduling, notification, and audit logging. Let's take a look at the component diagram. This diagram shows how responsibilities are separated across services, which improves maintenance and scalability. Now let's take a look at the design module, the UML and the ER diagrams. So in this section, we'll be looking at the data structure, system behavior, and the service interactions. In this section, I will walk through the design model that translates requirements into structure and behavior. These diagrams show how the system's data, classes, services, and interactions were planned before implementation. And then let's take a look at the entity relationship diagram. This diagram defines the core entity and relationship that supports patient data, appointment, and medical records. Um, let's take a look at the UML class diagrams. These diagrams This diagram shows the main domain, object, and how responsibilities are organized. UML sequence diagram. These diagrams This sequence diagram demonstrates the authentication flow from user request to database validation, implementation, and demo. Here, I will take a look at the working system, the user flow, and the real-time behavior. So in this section, I will demonstrate the implemented system. I'll walk through the key screens to show how the architecture and design fully realize uh, in a working application. So let's take a look at the working screen. Uh, so I just named the screen the when I was designing it, I just named it after the course title. That's SWE 590 milestone met for the patient management system. So here, this is where the secured authentication before user access the system. So this is where you need to log in before you can actually access the system. So this is the very first page, whether be it nurses or the doctors, clinical staff, they have to log in through this before they can have access to the system. And once you log in, you have the system dashboard, and the dashboard is it gives you everything that you need to see on there, depending on your access or your um, what you need to see. So in this case, we are just talking about the patient. You talked about the appointments. You talk about the patient's the medical record and the admin pages. So the dashboard basically provides an overview of system activity and key information. So let's look at the appointment calendar, and this is where the appointments are being made. And this view demonstrates real-time scheduling with conflict prevention. Medical records. In terms of medical records, you have the vitals, and you have the prescription, the diagnosis, and the clinical notes. So these screens show structured clinical documentation tied to patient's record, including vital signs, diagnosis, and prescription. The admin dashboard. This view supports system oversight, user management, and the audit access. Testing and evaluation. This section summarizes how the system was validated. Functional and non-functional requirements were tested to confirm correct behavior, reliability, and security. The system runs without error or unexpected warnings. Conclusion, and in the conclusion section, I'll be taking a look at the project outcome, the professional readiness, and the final reflection. I will close by reflecting on the completed system, its impact, and what this capstone demonstrates about my readiness to apply software engineering practices in real-world situation or environment. So the final reflection. In conclusion, this capstone project demonstrates that complete software development lifecycle from requirement and design through implementation, testing, and evaluation. The patient management system meets its original objective by improving scheduling, accuracy, supporting security access, and reflecting real clinical workflow. This project strengthened my ability to make sound engineering decisions, communicate technical concepts clearly and deliver a working system that aligns with industrial expectation. Here, this slide you have, this is where you click on to get the full video of the PowerPoint presentation. So I'll add a link down here. That way you can click on that link and then get the real information or real full video and the explanations. The next page is just to find out whether if you have any question concerning what I've just presented, please, you can reach me through my email. You can see it on the screen. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you for listening. Okay, bye-bye.